All this bamboo, whatever it is. I don't think this is gonna be called bamboo around here, but let's see in Australia. Officer Koala Fart. I just turned to the main road into Thousand Hills State Park. And man, there's some fantastic private property up here on this ridge. So I'm here at Thousand Hills State Park. It's near Kirksville, Missouri. This state park sits around a lake, Forest Lake, I believe they call it. But there are like tons of hiking trails. So I picked this campsite. There's campground 1, campground 2. I picked 2 because I'm literally on number 57 right beside the trailhead. And that trail, you look at the map, that trail's not even on the map that they give out here at the state park. It connects with all the other trails, or at least with one of them. So hopefully I can hike down to the lake at some point. So yeah, this video is gonna be a little bit of this Thousand Hills State Park and also some conservation areas that are nearby that need to be checked out. I gotta be careful because the trail's right here, and a lot of people have been actually coming and going. And where are they going? There's been people, and I guess this may be a cut through. So you go to the gas station, and that's what you get. So it's gonna numb my sciatica. Yeah. So camping with sciatica, right? Walking actually feels fine. It's the sitting and the laying down. Anything besides walking. Well, this is pretty. Leaves are starting to change, kind of. Nice pines and the pine needles clearing the sides of the trail. It's like this story walk thing. Seen 2 of those, but I'm not paying attention to see if the story's in the right order, depending on which way you walk. Okay. Very few, however, are known in northern Missouri. Plus they're hard to find. And of course people somehow have their initials in there. That's why they gated all this off. Here's DJ, stands for dumb jerk. And I like these guides they have on the wall. I can look for these. Split-tailed bird. Split-tailed bird. Split-tailed bird. Eagle or hawk, huh? So there's a split-tailed bird, or actually that's an eagle according to this picture behind me. So from this trail so far, yeah, you can go down this parking lot. You can go, there's a little pavilion here, and there's the lake. And it's covered, which is good because it'll erode here in Missouri or get covered. There's probably a lot of petroglyphs, but you just don't ever see them in Missouri because mostly limestones, or it's just covered in dirt, you know, it's buried. Construction. Little construction in the off season for the swimming beach. So I'll follow this trail, at least maybe the marina, the restaurant. It's a cute little lake. I guess these are the cabins you can rent out. They don't even look like cabins. They're little houses. A lot of money into this park. A lot of donations. Love this. It's a restaurant. Nobody's eating outside. It's a little chilly, a little windy. There's a store and a tiny marina. And the restaurant. Campground number 2 is here. Boom. And so campground number 1 is here with 2 circles. So the people I see walking are walking from 1 through 2 and down. You have to go through. There's no way to cut. So all I've walked is this to this, which is the restaurant and dock. Ooh, and look, the conservation area I'm going to check out. See those deer? A doe, and maybe 2 bucks. I couldn't tell. The one on the road was definitely a buck. It's time to partake. Thanks for putting up with whatever this video's been so far. We're gonna do stuff though tomorrow. I'm gonna go sleep the sciatica, and we'll see you in the mananas. Good morning in the gravel. Good morning in the gravel. It's a new talk show. It's a new morning talk show. It's late. I slept in, and sciatica, man. I always think, okay, I'm gonna go to bed and wake up refreshed and everything's gonna feel great. Nah, man, this thing doesn't feel good, and you can't stretch your way out of it either. You gotta just get warm. I guess they're leaving. Here's the hiking trail. These people just left. Look, this is a great spot. 56, that's the spot you want to be in. Look at that, that's amazing. Nobody here. Tortillas, Big Creek Conservation Area map, Thousand Hills State Park map, and Big Creek. See? Right. You can park here, and there's a camping spot. Park here, but I'm afraid all this is inaccessible unless you're hiking. So by the way it looks, I think the Big Creek Conservation Area is a lot of land. You can park on the outskirts of it, and it says you can camp, a couple of spots you can actually camp. Then you have to hike in, and it connects with these trails here in Thousand Hills State Park. There's a backpack camp in Thousand Hills State Park. Man, you can spend days out in those woods being lost. But then south of here is Sugar Creek Conservation Area, which doesn't look like a whole lot of anything either, but if we're there, we may check it out. But from where I'm at, the other side of the lake, to get down to here is a 22-minute drive, because you have to go all the way out and around through Kirksville to the east and then come in. This is good. H Highway here. Trenton's right over here. There's 3 places you can camp. I'm here right now. So to get here, you have to go and dink, and then come back out and go to the second one, and come back out and around and go to the third one. Trails that interconnect with Thousand Hills State Park trail system. So I guess you can just camp anywhere here, I guess. So maybe we'll follow this to the lake. My Thousand Hills State Park map would show me what this trail is called. I don't have it with me. And then going backwards, we enter the conservation area. The last conservation area I was at, the sign was the exact same as this. Generic, doesn't say Big Creek, just so they can make them for all the boundaries, because that's a lot of posting, actually. This leads to the end of an arm of the lake, Forest Lake. So basically, my camp is the other side of the lake. This is a little arm, so you can't, it's blocking the view, but so I literally drove like 10 miles to go around the lake, and really, as the crow flies, my camp is probably less than a mile, honestly. On the other side of the lake, probably a mile, I'm guessing a mile. Here's a little arm of the lake here. It's kind of dried up. So this area, you're kind of trapped. So this is a dead end, which is why I came down. I was hoping it would just dead end at the lake and turn back. So that's all there is to that, really. That's the first camp spot. I don't have this very well marked on my map, my conservation area map, which there's a link in the description, most of which you can camp at. Ones I marked, most of them you can camp at. Go to their website and check first, of course, duh. Yeah, this is a good camping area. There's private property right here, sandwiched in between conservation area and the other side is state park. Good for them though, I mean, really. I guess, unless you get rowdy people out here, but I don't think anyone ever camps here. Yeah, I went to the PDF, the map for Big Creek Conservation Area, and then I could see the 3 camping areas. I didn't have it well marked on my map. Again, we're driving several miles to go 1 mile as the crow flies. There's a guy on my butt, so I gotta turn here, everybody, and you do that by putting on your signal. Welcome to Big Creek Conservation Area, an official sign, everybody. Dang it. I'm glad they put that sign there, then I'm not tempted. I mean, I'm tempted, but then I know that it's okay, just don't do it. But you can camp here, I guess. That's the problem with vehicle camping. Oh, look. Pugs, not bands. We were in Mexico a couple years ago, and my son bought some Ray-Ban knockoffs, and they just said bands on them, I think. Anyway, I guess I'll pick these up because it's litter, but good crap glasses, you know, mow the yard glasses. This is a good one. This is a Thousand Hills State Park. Put their sign here on the conservation area. So you're here, yeah. See, it all connects, man. So this is where I'm camping. So it is 1 mile, 2 mile, 3. So to camp where I'm camping is 10 miles almost. Makes sense. And there's the backpack camp. But we're in this area. We're here. I'm gonna go out and go here. Exciting. Keys in the ignition and drive. Okay, so here we are. You can camp here. Great trails. People hunt. This is probably really part part of the trail or service road for sure, obviously. God, I wish I could just drive down this. I guess you can camp around here somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but car camp on the gravel. Some grass over here, not level. 5 miles south of here is Sugar Creek Conservation Area, which has several. I didn't mark it very good on my map, my conservation area map either, because there's several little camping areas. Probably just like this though, you know, nothing fancy, but every once in a while you find something cool. All right, I'm at the first camping area at Sugar Creek Conservation Area. This is almost a bigger conservation area than Big Creek. There's just trails off the road, but they're not driving on the trails, so that sucks. There's another trail. I wish I could drive on those. They're wide, they're like service roads. In my car, who cares? Sugar Creek. So there's a firing range down here. I'm probably camping right here. All right, here we go. Here's what I'm talking about. I came in here, that's where I first stopped. This little segment of private land, isn't that cool? Crazy cool. Oh, there, see all the red? Yeah, those are the trails I kept seeing. Yeah, they all interconnect. Look at that. So I'm here right now. There's this other whole segment over here, and there's Sugar Creek. Firing range is down there. I guess you can drive down there. But what is this? This is not really on the map. Doesn't say, it says cars on gravel areas only. Oh my God, totally camp right here. Dude, this is a great camping area. No signs of any camping. Got some tree coverage. Got some big ass firewood for a big ass bonfire. Wow. No signs of anybody ever camping here. We might just follow this. It's gravel, so I'm gonna look at my map, confirm. Vehicles on graveled areas only. Nice, I'm taking this. Okay, I'm still on that trail that started out as gravel. It's not really gravel, so I guess I should turn around. But this is come on. Don't tell me people don't drive on this. Oh, it splits here now. Now that, I mean, I could drive on it. Am I supposed to be out here in a car or not? This is a road. This is awesome, actually. This is nice. It's real pretty. Look at those colors. Look at those colors. All right, I'm turning around. It says no motorized use on Onyx maps, so, and I don't know what my end game in here is anyway. It's real pretty though, being in all these trees, and it's kind of opened up and thinned out a little bit. Ah, back on gravel. Back to being legal. Cool. I should do some shooting, but I'm not going to. It's just cool they have places you can come and it's free, it's your conservation area. All right, so I'm heading east on this crest trail. Looks like they got their horsies out. This is a good spot for trailers. So many trails back there for hiking and horses. And just going through a little bit of private property here. Just great property. It's kind of a little ridge. Just trees. So we're heading to the south boundary of this park, and hopefully we'll get to cross Sugar Creek. Pretty dry. Gushing after a rain, I'm sure. A little trickle. All right, I just wanted to, you know, this is Sugar Creek Conservation Area, so let's see the damn creek. There's my car and a Subaru, and you can camp in this little area. Isn't that great? There's another trail. Campfire. No vehicles. Oh, you can camp right there. Boom. It's nice. It's flat. Wow. Okay, just orientation. The shooting range, so now I'm following the south border. So I'm right here. Sugar Creek. I'm actually routing to go around and up here to this camping spot by Sugar Creek. So that's where we'll end up. All right, we're just kind of hoping to walk down to the creek here. So let's do this. Look at some fall colors. I think if the sun was out, the colors would pop a little more. This is a pretty decent hill. Down to the little stagnant fishing pond. I guess this goes down to the creek. Get down here and this splits. Go here and look to your right. There's just a ditch. So all the hiking trails in this place and all of them that are marked. This isn't even marked. It just split. I'm just trying to get down to where the creek is. Maybe I should have taken the other split. It's just to my right, but I want a trail. See those leaves? This row of leaves, those are baby sycamores. Oh my God, those are just gonna be a mature row of big old beautiful sycamores in 10 years. I'll come back and see you guys. I'm gonna turn around and go to the other Y. Maybe I should just follow this wash into the Sugar Creek. Maybe I will if this is a bust on the way back. All right, we're following this dry drainage creek, whatever this is, that dumps into Sugar Creek. See how far we can get. That doesn't look natural. I feel like I'm hearing raindrops, which could absolutely happen at any time. Holy shit. This thing is winding around like crazy. A little muddy. Oh my God. Okay, I think we found Sugar Creek. All right, I made a good decision. Oh, this bamboo, whatever it is. I don't think this is gonna be called bamboo around here, but let's see in Australia. Officer Koala Fart. And of course empties off right into the water, so I can't even get on the creek bed there. All right, hopefully that's not like quicksand. You know, it kind of could be. I'm just gonna jump to it, but now I'm a little fearful. But sometimes you gotta do stupid things, so let's do it. Okay, it was really solid. This is sandy. Super duper sandy. All right, here's this part of the creek, and here's this part. All right, let's go. No footprints, just wildlife footprints. Probably dog, but that's deer. That's, could be raccoon. Exciting stuff. All right, I think we can turn around, or we can just watch the walnuts float down Sugar Creek, or drown, I guess. All right, so these conservation areas, quite vast. Hikers, man, hunters, wow. You got a couple of huge playgrounds, that's for sure. And I just passed multiple places to park and trailheads, and it's just all interconnected. Same thing I complain about with every conservation area. I just want one off-road trail that maybe may just cut through everything, you know? That's a whole nother ball of wax. If they do that, it's gonna open up a big can of worms, you know? Well, that was interesting. I think quite impressive. All the acreage, all the hiking. Like if I lived around here, I'd hike all that stuff eventually. A bunch of trails at Sugar Creek that were marked, a bunch that weren't marked. But now we got a job to do. We got to drink some more of this cheap ass crappy wine and cook some food and then clean up a lot so I don't have to do a lot in the morning. Poor guy. He was down and out, man. As soon as I hit him, he did not move at all. Look in my rearview mirror. That poor guy. Poor Bambi. I felt a thud though. Like after I hit him, ran over him or her, the tire. I swear I heard a thud. A initial hit thud. Probably my camper running over it, I guess. Anything, I don't even see blood or anything. It sucks. Everything looks okay, so. And the initial hit, which I thought was a tire, and then a thud afterwards. So it makes the thud afterwards didn't mean it hit something vital. And I saw a whole bunch of deer, just kept passing them. The side of the road, so I slowed down. If I wouldn't have got those deer, the two cars behind me would have got them. Now we're driving home, so let's not hit any more innocent animals, shall we? Rest in peace, dearie, dear.